Hi Bloomies, Alyson here. I'm going to take you guys through a little bit of some Sun A and some Sun B. These are awesome postures and movements to get you warmed up, maybe first thing in the morning, or if you don't have the time to get to your mat. Shouldn't take you more than maybe 15 or 20 minutes or so, really making sure to focus on the breath and just really using this time for yourself. So we're going to start at the top of our mats here in a standing position. You can either start at hip-width distance or maybe bring those big toes to touch, slight sliver of light between those heels. Start to root down through your heels, tightening up through those legs. Palms are going to face forward. Let's pull our shoulders down away from our ears. Let's take a big deep breath in, fill up through those lungs, and a deep breath out. One more just like that. With your next inhale, we're going to reach those fingertips all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, perhaps even bringing those gaze up towards your thumbs. Exhaling to fold forward, bending your knees as much as you need, keeping that length in the spine, release the weight of the head. Inhale, let's find our halfway lifts, long spine, bringing those hands to your shins, and exhale to let it go. Again, inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale to release. Rooting our heels, fingertips are going to reach Urdhva Hastasana, nice big stretch. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, take that halfway lift. Exhale, you're going to plant those hands. You're going to step back to your high plank position. If high plank doesn't feel good, please know that you can always drop your knees down, staying nice and strong through that core. I want you to take a big deep breath in, spread those fingertips out nice and wide, and as you exhale, we're slowly going to lower all the way down to our bellies, maybe even pulling those elbows back to graze our ribs. Slide your toes back, pin the tops of your feet. Inhale, peel chest, chin, and ribs up. Exhale to drift down. One more time, inhale, peel chest, chin, and ribs up. Exhale, drift down. Let's curl our toes under, leaving our hands under our shoulders, nice and strong through the core, pressing up, tabletop or high plank. And then let's exhale to take our hips high, downward facing dog. Take a big deep breath in, a deep breath out, bending your knees, looking in between your thumbs, and stepping to meet your hands. Inhale, find our halfway lift. Exhale and let it go. Rooting your heels, fingertips reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift. With your exhale, plant those hands, step it back again. Dandasana, nice and strong, high plank. Deep breath in, nice, slow, all the way to your belly. Slide those toes back. We're just going to do one here. Inhale, let's peel chest, chin, and ribs up. Exhale to drift down. Curl those toes under, pressing up, tabletop or high plank, and then taking those hips high for your downward facing dog. One cleansing breath right here, resetting their space, and then bending those knees, looking in between your thumbs and traveling to the top of your space. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale and let it go. One more Sun A here. Root those heels. Fingertips reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, let's find our halfway lift. With that exhale, take those toes back, high plank. Now, you could continue to cobra. I quite like it. I find it's lovely for the low back, reminding yourselves to pull those shoulders away from the ears. If you'd like to chaturanga, you'll start first in high plank. Shifting just a tiny bit weight forward, you're going to lower so your elbows and shoulders are in one line. Strong through our core, no dipping down in those hips. Curl over those toes, thighs off the mat, and actively press away your mat with your hands. As you exhale, you'll use those low belly muscles to curl over those toes, pulling hips high. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Let's head into our Sun B. Inhaling your right leg high and back behind you. You're going to bring that right foot all the way through to the right thumb, dropping it with control. Using your core, we're rising all the way up. Anjaneyasana, this is our crescent lunge. Pulling your left hip forward, sitting nice and deep in the right knee, and sending some extra energy out of that left heel. Checking in with the shoulders, making sure you're not hiking them up, but bringing them down along your back. Allowing yourself one more deep breath in. And with your exhale, hands are going to come down, stepping our right toes back, maybe just heading into that plank and holding it, perhaps heading into your chaturanga if that serves you, or maybe just simply taking that bhujangasana variation that we did at the beginning. Once you get back to that downward facing dog, take that deep breath, reset. Inhale that left leg high and back. With the exhale, we'll bring it all the way through to the left thumb, dropping the foot and rising up Anjaneyasana. This time, that right hip is going to pull forward. You'll sit nice and deep into the left knee. Check in with those shoulders and tighten up through that low core. Take one more big deep breath in. And with that exhale, hands come down. Step those left toes back, taking it through your variation of high to low, and eventually meeting in our downward facing dog. We're going to roll through our sun B one more time, adding on one more posture. Inhaling the right leg high and back behind us, bringing our right foot all the way through to the right thumb. Rise it up nice and strong, Anjaneyasana. Take a breath here, settle into this posture, and then take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, we'll start to spin this open to our warrior two. Making sure that that front knee and ankle are aligned. The front heel intersects the back foot arch. And your gaze is nice and soft over those right fingers. Now you'll stay deep in this lunge for one more full breath in. And that full breath out. We're going to windshield wiper those hands all the way down to your mat. Spin those back toes around. And take it through your high to low. Inhale your left leg high and back behind you. With the exhale, let's bring that left foot all the way through. Rising up, Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Deep breath in, settling in with that exhale. One more inhale, and then we'll use our exhale to spin us open to our warrior two. Taking that nice long stance, and then settling into those shoulders, maybe bending the elbows just slightly to take any stress out. Soften the gaze over those left fingers, and stay here for one more full breath in, and that full breath out. We're going to cartwheel those hands all the way back down. Turn those right toes around. Step those left toes back. One more vinyasa flow. Now we're going to bring those big toes together. We're going to bring our knees down out nice and wide, allowing ourselves just a few breaths here in our child's pose. Reaching those fingertips forward and allowing our hips to sink back. Allowing the breath to slow, calming the breath, the heart, and the mind. As you're ready, coming all the way back up. Thank you guys so much.